Well, it's official. We will be getting another pre-alpha build of Battlefield 5 to test out. So today in an article from DICE, they detailed the contents of this new build and what we can expect in it. Something I was quite surprised to see, as I wasn't expecting another build for us to try out until the open beta, but I am definitely pretty happy that DICE is going down this route, because I think the more testing time for Battlefield 5 is only going to improve the game rather than hurt it. So more time to test it out, in my opinion. It's more time to fix any little issues and really make the game as polished as it can be when it launches for us in October. But I'm sure a lot of you would like to know if this build will be making it to the Xbox and PS4 platforms, as our previous pre-alpha build we got to experience was only available for the PC side. However, yet again, we won't be seeing a build show up for the console platforms. It will only be exclusive to the PC side of the community. But to kind of jump into DICE's shoes here to give a kind of little bit of an explanation of why they'd be doing this, I'd imagine it'd be because it's much easier for them to upload a build like this onto the PC side rather than having to go through Microsoft and Sony avenues to get these builds approved. So it's not just as easy as them just throwing things on to our consoles and just us downloading it and playing it, but there's a lot of things that they have to go through. And I would imagine that it's much easier for them to get onto the PC side, which keeps DICE from exhausting their resources and using them in a more efficient manner. So I understand where they're coming from. It gets us out another build, makes it really quick, makes it really efficient for them, and they're able to get the telemetry and all the information that they need and gives us a better Battlefield in the long run. So don't feel left out though. We will be getting an open beta that will be for the consoles coming up here in early September. We don't have an official date yet, but I would imagine around Gamescom, definitely after this alpha build ends for us, which from the article is said to end in a few days after its launch on August 14th. So I'd imagine it's going to run through the rest of next week until Friday the 17th. That'll give us a few days to try out this new build. And then the following week, DICE will be at Gamescom, which starts on August 21st. And then I'd imagine the last week of August, they'll be getting things ready for us for that big open beta that's supposed to release in early September, which a lot of people are speculating that specific date will be on September 4th, which is a Tuesday, since DICE is very accustomed to launching things on a Tuesday, hence this pre-alpha build that will be launched for us on August 14th, which is a Tuesday again. So I'd imagine that's what DICE is going to do. They're definitely going to be launching, I think, on the first week of September, somewhere there. Tuesday makes sense. That would be early September, but again, we'll get more details about that around Gamescom, I would imagine. But hang in there if you're on the Xbox or PS4 platforms. The open beta will be here before we know it. If you're on the PC side, though, and already had a chance to try out the pre-alpha, you'll get a chance to try it out again, as all you have to do is re-download Battlefield 5's pre-alpha build in Origin when it shows up for you. If you had a key and didn't get a chance to use it, that key is still valid, so you could plug that key in and get a chance to try out our new Battlefield 5 game. And DICE is still giving out keys, so you might want to check your email, as you might get a key this time if you didn't get a key before. Let's talk though now what exactly is going to be in this build. Seems like DICE is focusing on three main things here, so we're not going to see a bunch of changes yet. They do note that in the article that we'll see more of this in the open beta. So we're still going to be on Narvik. We're still going to have the exact same game modes that will be there, same weapons, nothing new, just these three things that DICE wants to focus on, which were probably some of the bigger issues that they experienced already in that pre-alpha build. So it would make sense that they want to do a go around again. They said in the article they have made changes to how fast players can score points in the time it took to level up through ranks. So we may be seeing a decrease in the frequency of V1 rockets in the gameplay. They are also fixing the squad gameplay, as it was very difficult to squad up with teammates, which is a big part of Battlefield 5. So they definitely have improved that, so you should be able to jump into a squad of your choosing. And alongside that, they did some balancing, tweaking for the weapons, as their intent was to bring an individual character to each of the weapons. So we'll be seeing things like the STG-44 being efficient in those mid-range battles, but not being quite as good in the close quarter combat. Alongside that, we'll be seeing things like the Gura-43, which will have a decreased max damage range, so no longer will it be the sniper rifle that it was in our first build. And then we'll be seeing things like bullet drop-off for the long-range shots for the Kar-98, so be looking forward to experiencing that, as I feel like I was getting headshot a bit too much in that first build. And they did a host of other tweaks to all the other weapons that you guys can check out in the article. I'll link in the comments below. They said in the article that these are the only major changes to this build from our first build we had experienced. So not going to see any big difference in anything in the game besides these three major factors. I'd imagine, again, that's why DICE wanted to throw this build out, as I'm sure they intended things like the squad gameplay to work when they originally launched that build. So it makes it, again, nice that they can easily get these builds out onto PC, gives a little bit more testing time. It's only going to help and further improve Battlefield 5 for us. But besides that, I wouldn't expect any major changes. So if you're looking for something that you thought was going to be changed that isn't in this build, I would expect to see that during the open beta. So I, again, would see something in the open beta that will be much different than what we've been experiencing in these two pre-alpha builds. But that's a quick run through for you guys of what we should be expecting from here on out. Hopefully that helps you guys out, gives you guys some clarity. Feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But that is it for you guys today. Again, always appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin', and I'll catch you guys again later.